Yeah, hi guys, this is Sar with another Should You Study This at Pakistani University video. So today we're going to talk about MA Sociology. So should you do MA Sociology in Pakistan? First, let's look at the disadvantages. So the first disadvantage is that the research that you might do, because basically whoever goes into sociology, you know that you have to do a lot of research, and it's all about research basically because it's like knowledge. So the first one will be that your research might be cliched, but because the thing is there are many relating fields to sociology. I'll get into that later. Like maybe you'll go and they'll say, or they'll make you do, or your mind becomes like, oh, I have to tell about the poverty in Pakistan. So that's mostly relating to development studies. That's offered at Zabis Islamabad MS and maybe in Zabis Karachi, but I'm sure it's offered at Zabis Islamabad. Or it's maybe they could tell you to do something on the female, like how females are being mistreated in Pakistan. So that would fall into gender studies. So it's very hard to pick a good thesis topic. So I just suggest that before even considering MA Sociology, you should know which topic you're going to specialize in, because that will help you make a mindset. Oh, I'm gonna do this, and you can just tell the supervisor that, not basically inform him or her, then he or she will help you. And the second disadvantage is too much research, because one thing I've noticed in many syllabuses is that the questions might be too objective, the test might be too objective, like leaning toward the side of like you have to read about Foucault, his theories, Weber's theories, and all these famous sociologists. So it might not leave a room for development in some universities, not in all Pakistan universities. So now we can go for the advantages. So the first advantage is that becoming a sociologist is very, like, it's difficult in maybe countries like America and everything, because of the competition. Like your first job might be not as a sociologist, even after doing a master's in America or somewhere, but mostly in developed countries. But in Pakistan, you have that advantage that they need sociologists, and they need, like, even internationally they will require a viewpoint from someone non from an non-developed country. So the thing is that there are job opportunities, and in Pakistan you'll actually be happy to find that you will become a sociologist, like just after your master's degree. And while doing like job as a sociologist, you can do your PhD at the same time, even though it can be hard. But there are also a lot of universities, especially the government ones, which offer a PhD in sociology. And second would be that there's too much like reading involved, too much research, but you should look at the bright side of this, that there are many topics you can write your thesis in. So writing a thesis as pertaining to sociology won't be that hard. And third would be that there are many jobs internationally as well as for a sociologist. So after doing MA sociology, you won't be like hearing from someone that there's no scope for this, but you can look elsewhere. Like if you don't want to work in Pakistan, that's fine. Your research on the, like, any sociology aspects of social media in Pakistan, there are so many. Like Pakistan is the developing country, but in education is so developed. So you can just take these points which are developed or developing and make a good thesis, and then you can present this at international conferences. And that the point is that you'll also get a chance to become a writer, because in many people take sociology in Pakistan. So if you write a book, you can sell it well. You can co-author a book with someone like an international author, and then you can also have international distribution. So writing should never be on the table. That's why I also urge people who are good at writing to also take this. Like if you're interested in how societies interact and everything, because sociology is basically, it's about society, people interacting with other culture. So if these keywords ring in your head, then you should definitely go for this. It's a big advantage, and you're a good writer. So then you can like do so many things by just doing basically one thing. And also one more thing I've noticed, that Pakistani sociologists who are lecturing like on mostly a part-time basis at developed countries, their universities, it's just like post-colonial literature. Like you will see many people in Pakistan who have studied from America, who are English literature professors. They have done their like dissertations in post-colonial literature. So just like that, you will be better suited to post-colonial literature in if you take English literature anywhere if you're Pakistani. And same like this, you could take like the post-colonial colonial aspects of society, like how society changed after being decolonized. So you always have options, and if you take these kind of options, it's actually better in sociology as a Pakistani. So you should consider, like, when you're doing research, you will have a lot of fields. It's not that you just have to specialize in one or two of these topics: poverty, woman, female empowerment, or something. Like, just make something new. Like, make it new. Where is it offered? If you like search MA Sociology in Pakistan, you will find a number of universities, especially government universities, because I've searched that research that it's the most widely available of social science master degrees in Pakistan. So you will find it in majority of government universities like Azam University and International Islamic University. Though about the latter, I'm not sure if it's semi-private or totally government owned. So if you're going for something private, check out Zavis Islamabad or Zavis Karachi, both branches of one university, because they have a great faculty. Their research is well reviewed by people as well, and many people have gotten degrees from them in MS Sociology. And remember, it's not MS Sociology there; it's MS Sociology. So so you can't go wrong if you're going private with Zavis Karachi or Zavis Islamabad. So best of luck finding your university. So the verdict is that I will give sociology an 8 out of 10. It's a great degree. It's one of the top 10 social science degrees you should do not only in Pakistan but worldwide, because the scope is quite great. Not only will you just like be doing sociology, you can be doing other things as well. Like, suppose you take a private master or something, you can do an MBA in marketing, because it will directly relate to sociology. Or even that if you are doing MBA, you could like take this as a side degree. Like, you can like study for MBA at a university, but give that other MA sociology privately. So it's not that hard because there's so many materials available. But the thing is, the scope is still great. Even though, like, he's done sociology, it might not be hard. But the thing is that you will learn a lot from it. The wisdom is uh, quite great. So yeah, go for it, and remember that there are many relating field, and there will relating fields, and there will always be a crossover, like from with gender studies, development studies, social work, and again these are offered at Pakistan as well. So if you want to do something more specialized like gender studies, well, you know what it will be about. I'll make a separate video. So also consider these fields, because they are in no way too inferior to sociology. But sociology is very comprehensive. It takes all of these fields as one, and those other could be like a subcategories of sociology. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel and await the next video. Thank you so much.